iLOG Online, Borehole log drafting made easy. In this video, you will learn how to create a project and start data entry for test holes. In iLOG Online, the term test hole is used interchangeably for borehole, auger hole, test pit, and alike. In order to see a list of all your iLOG projects, click on the Projects menu from the navigation panel. To open a project for data entry or reporting, click on the Click to Open badge below the project name. This will load the project data. You can then click on the Test Holes menu on the navigation panel to see the list of all test holes for this project. Let's go back to the list of your projects. You can search for a specific project by entering the search criteria in this text box. To create a new project, click on the New Project button and start with Project Title. Select your client from the list of contacts or enter client information manually. Site location could be a civic address or geographic coordinates. If an address is not available, you can always click on the map icon next to the address and set your project location on the map. Feel free to drag the project pin to the desired location. You can also draw a polygon to represent the site layout. This will be used later for preparation of the site location figure, which is typically part of the engineering reports. Double-click on the map to close the polygon. You can erase the polygon using the eraser icon from the top toolbar. Once you specify the site location on the map, geographic location of the project will be automatically added to the form. Enter the rest of the project information and set the units system and coordinate system. If you don't have UTM coordinates for your test holes, we highly recommend that you set the project's coordinate system to geographic. This allows you to select the test hole locations on the map. Click on the Save button to create the project. This will take you to the list of test holes. Let's create a new test hole. In iLOG, data for a test hole is entered in different tabs, accessed from the top of the page. In general, a test hole is made either by drilling or by excavating. As a result, the type of a test hole is either drill hole or test pit. Enter the test hole name, depth, investigation date, groundwater level during investigation, and so on. Please note that the depth unit is automatically selected based on the project's system of units. This is either meters or feet. Once basic test hole data is entered, you can specify trend and plunge. This is especially important if you have a borehole that is not drilled vertically. The next step is entering the test hole's coordinates. While coordinates are not necessarily required for a test hole, in order to benefit from the other iLOG features such as GIS or cross-section design, we recommend that even if you don't have UTM coordinates for your test holes, specify their locations on the map. This way, iLOG will save the geographic coordinates of the test holes. Click on the Save and Next button to go to the next tab. On this tab, you can add a list of all samples taken from this test hole. You can specify start and end depth for each sample. Click on the Save and Next button to go to the next tab. iLOG supports various types of field tests, from standard penetration test to vane shear test or manual DCP sounding. Simply enter the test depth, press the Tab button on your keyboard, and enter the test value. To save this record, press Enter or click on the Add button. Repeat the same procedure to add more records. Please note, if a second type of field test is conducted in this test hole after completion of data entry for the first field test, simply select the second field test from the drop-down list and proceed with data entry. If you already have your field test data in a text or Microsoft Excel file, simply save that file in CSV format. Then click on the Import Data button, select the CSV file, and import data into iLOG. The graph is refreshed as you enter field test data. You can save the graph as an image or export data to CSV format. Click on the Save and Next button to go to the next tab. You can add comments for a test hole. These comments are shown in the borehole logs. Use the Stratigraphy tab to enter different subsurface soil or rock layers that were encountered during the field investigation. Click on the New Layer button. Enter the depth to top and bottom of the layer. Then, enter a title for this layer and select the layer symbol or hatch style you want to use for this layer. This is the hatch or shading shown for this layer in the borehole log. Under the Soil dropdown, you see a list of USCS and AASHTO standard soil classifications to choose from. Then enter a layer description. You can specify the type, thickness, and color for the line drawn at the bottom of this layer in the borehole log. You can also enter the estimated unit weight of this layer. Sometimes you have multiple test holes in the same project with similar stratigraphy. In order to save data entry time, you can copy data from another layer into this layer. iLOG covers test holes for soil and rock in geotechnical, environmental, oil and gas, or mining projects. iLOG covers various rock hatches selected from the rock drop-down list. If you don't want to draw any symbol or hatch for a specific layer, select the None option. For drill holes, you can specify the boring method. You can also define drill runs for a test hole and specify core recovery for each run. When groundwater level is present in the test hole, use this tab to enter groundwater measurements. Simply enter the groundwater depth, date, time, and weather condition at the time of measurement. You can enter multiple groundwater measurements for each test hole. Click on the Save and Next button to go to the next tab. If a piezometer is installed at this test hole, use this tab to enter piezometer data. You can specify the type of piezometer and the plug used at the top of the piezometer. Then start adding pipe segments. Each pipe segment is shown differently in the borehole log, depending on the type of pipe and how that segment is backfilled. Add as many pipe segments as necessary and click Finish. Congratulations! You've just finished creating your first test hole. You can always edit or delete a test hole from the list of test holes on this page. On this page, you can upload project photos. You can later view the photos or include them in iLOG reports. Click on the New Photo button, select the photo from your computer, enter a title for the photo, and assign it to the current project, a test hole, or a sample. When done, click Save. A soil test is a laboratory test that is carried out on a sample obtained from the depth of a test hole. Examples of a soil test are gradation test, moisture content test, chemical test, consolidation test, etc. Please note that on this page, you just enter the results of the test carried out on that sample. This allows you to have the test results in your project's database for future use in the borehole log or other reports. Thanks for watching this video.